Hello, my loves, and welcome back to a brand new podcast episode here on Abundant Self. If you are watching on YouTube, hello again. My name is Jules. I'm a content creator and coach. So happy to have you here. So happy to welcome you back every single week. If you are new here, you have no idea who I am, what I'm talking about. I invite you to also follow me on Instagram at Jules Bellot or at Jules Bellot Coaching. So I have two accounts, one in Spanish, one in English actually. Just come hang with us, say hi. I would love to know who's watching, who's listening. And without further ado, now let's get into this week's podcast episode, into this video. One more thing though, if you like this and you really feel like there's value in it, please share, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and if you feel extra kind today, then I would love and appreciate so much a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. I want to speak about the worst thing that you can do as a content creator. Now, in 2024, from my experience, again, as always, this is just personal disclaimer. This is just my experience, my opinion. It's okay if you have a different opinion, but this is like how I feel. And actually, there are two things that come to my mind. The worst things that you can do is first, go and collaborate with brands that are actually not fulfilling you, that are not having the same values than you do as a content creator, and where it's just like, I'm just doing it for the money. Like if you are just signing up for brand deals or, working and having like collaborations because of the money, but you don't really support the brand, you don't really support their values, you're like zero like connection, people feel when it's off. Like I always say that also to my clients, to my private coaching clients, that people feel, it doesn't matter if you're a content creator, if you're a coach, if you do something online, people do feel the authenticity or not, right? And if you are not in alignment with your own brand values, or let's say the brand that reaches out to you is not in alignment with you, with what you do, with your lifestyle, it's just like, it just doesn't feel right. And that is like something that I can suggest you to just always really select wisely the brands that you want to work with, and the brands you want to also create content for. Like I'm just thinking now, being a UGC creator, for example, you would, if you are into sustainability and, cruelty-free products, you probably then also would love to choose and work with brands who have the same ethics and the same values and mission also. That's like the one thing. And also because, of course, you're going to lose trust with your own audience if you keep promoting like this and that and here and there, and it's just like not really in alignment with you and what you stand for. That is just like a really, really big thing what comes to my mind when I think of the worst thing that you can do as a content creator. The other thing, that's why I say there are actually two really, really bad things. And if I can't speak. If something comes to my mind about the first thing with brand collaborations later on, I might edit. But this is just really quickly something, that came to my mind. The other thing is, I think as a content creator, the worst thing you can do is compare yourself. And I speak about that a lot on this podcast. I speak about this really, really much on the channel, also on my personal Instagram account. And that is because it's such a big topic. And I feel like we have to constantly remind ourselves not to be stuck in this comparison trap. Because what comparison does is, like in the end, it just ruins everything. It ruins everything. It doesn't just suck out your soul and hinder you from growth, from abundance, all those beautiful things. But comparison also, it just makes you feel like it doesn't make you happy. Like you're never going to be content or satisfied with your results. And as a content creator, you can get so easily stuck in this comparison trap where you're like, Well, I saw this influencer who had, I don't know, collaboration with Icky brand, Icky, speaking Spanish, like X, with this brand. And I would love to also be working with them, but maybe they don't choose me or whatever. And then you feel like, oh, something is not right with me, da 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 da. And yet, like, you're just like spiraling, or you start spiraling. And it doesn't serve anyone in the end. Like, you comparing yourself to the other creator out there, or being like, well, she gets this product sent, I don't, it does not help, like, the fact that she gets this product and you don't, because that's how it is, like, it's a fact. But it also doesn't help you in your mindset. You know what I mean? So it just makes you unhappy, unsatisfied. And in the end, it's like, well, what can we do, right? You feeling down, maybe then your mood gets reflected to the outside. Other people also that you're surrounded by might feel like, oh, like, she's constantly complaining. Why can she not be grateful for what she has? And a big, big thing with that is what you focus on expands. So if you are just focusing on what you don't have and the collaborations you don't sign and the brands you don't work with, the money you don't make, like, this is so heavily negative and so lack mindset, scarcity mindset, that you also are not going to then attract all of those beautiful brand deals and all of that money and all of those opportunities, because you're just so focused on the negative. So you focusing on the negative expands. You focus on the positive, on all you have, on your unique style, your unique voice, your unique way of doing things, that expands. Brands are going to reach out to you because they want you, because you are unique, because you do the things that you do, and they really like that. Or you talking to your audience in a way that the brand is like, well, she's the one. So this is just my little tiny encouragement for you to not get stuck in comparison, in this trap of social media, of looking left and right, but honestly just put your blinders on. Sometimes it might be hard, but you can do it. You can do it. You can just focus on yourself, on all the beautiful things you already have, and then start from there and make that expand and become the magnet. Because magnet, I don't know, become this magnetic force almost. Very spiritual, always like thinking about manifestation, of course. That's me. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. Remember to stay in your own lane. Only collaborate with the brands that you truly feel inspired by, that are, having a similar mission than you do, or similar values. And then not comparing your success with other content creators or coaches or whatever is out there in the online space, on the gram. Yeah, that is like literally my advice, or just something that came to my mind, and that what I wanted to share with you today. So hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, for listening every single week, for coming back to my videos, for supporting the show the way you do. I truly appreciate you so much. And if you feel like you want to know more about also manifestation, the personal development things of side of things, I do have a 12-week mindset and personal development coaching program. So it is actually with me, live coaching calls every single week. Every second week. So yeah, I'm going to leave everything down in the show notes below. You can check it out if you feel called to. And other than that, I see you next week on the podcast, or I see you on Instagram sliding into my DMs saying hi, because I would love to do that, like for you to do that. Oh, see you soon. Bye.